Apparently, the previous blogs and the books explaining what I do and why I do it are insufficient, and I still have to explain myself. I thought I was dumbing it down in one of the previous entries, but apparently it is as big a mystery as ever. This entire episode started with rejection. They all start with rejection in some form or another. Rejection is normal. I have no idea why I'm so repulsive, but it doesn't matter anymore because that part of my life's over. I wanted an entirely different life, but my parents got sick and I'm not selfish enough. That's that. Also, I have a strong tendency to shoot myself in the foot almost deliberately to make rejection happen. I am the world's worst for either missing out the crucial first paragraphs or creating self-effacing disaster scenarios. That's just the way I am. I also like being left alone on a fairly frequent basis, although I'm painfully polite 90% of the time. I would rather orchestrate a row than withdraw. That's just me. As far as the artwork is concerned, every piece I've ever made has been an act of repression in Freudian terms. I'm frustrated and my needle represents phallic envy, were you to ask Freud. I do not view individual pieces as the art. They are components. They vary in technical and conceptual complexity. With the wolf episode as a reflection of him, they are cartoonish and there are a lot of them. They are also in the third dimension and serve a populist purpose, which is entirely appropriate. Technically, they are developing as I work, and I'm showing them anyway, also entirely appropriate considering David Wolfe as Muse. I do not think this is particularly complicated stuff. I would have thought that the comedic and action-based free books would have made it fairly clear. Finally, I am not particularly interested in gossip, conspiracy theories, esoteric woo, or socking it to the man. I'm interested in getting the public out of a bad situation, and due to my rebellious and at times arrogant nature, I am daft enough to think that I can do this given the correct resources to do it. My academic interest is not in alternative health as such. It is, however, an excellent example of how the corporate world is closing in on the consumer, and so I have a strong interest in making sure people are forewarned. Yes, there are some dodgy people in the alternative health business. No, I do not believe that Wolf is actually one of them, despite his many errors. He is just a spirited traveller in a world of information that he has made spectacularly good and occasionally imaginative use of. I may be a lot better at some things than he is, but I am shy and grumpy. Good for him. On this planet we may experience so much friction that we cannot actually speak to one another, but in an entirely different sphere we get on like a house on fire, and no, I do not plan to make his life unpleasant to please anyone. I hope the message is now clear. Please stop sending me horrible messages.